Slammer here again, and I finally got my new addition to the family. I got a Eagle Arms. It's made by Armalite. It's chambered in 223 Windenley, which is a really good barrel. It's a little bit heavy in the front, but I mean, other than that, it's a pretty light AR-15. It's pretty good bang for your buck. I got it for $600 at Weatherford at this place called 10 Star Shooting Range. I don't typically go to a lot of gun stores to buy a lot of firearms, but or especially when I'm buying an AR or an AK or something a little bit more expensive. My pistols I pretty much stick to a gun store about with them, and I'll do a lot of online trading. On Facebook. I know they're doing away with a lot of that, but I do quite a few private sales. I live here in Oklahoma, so it's still. I haven't had any problems with it. I've actually traded with police officers. I know a lot of people make a big stink out of it, but just know who you're trading with is all I got to say. But anyway, this rifle's got the A2 style front sight post. It's got the flip up MFT. Let's see if I can get y'all a good picture. It's got the MFT flip up sight. It's great for plinking. It's pretty much sighted in. I haven't really had to mess with it a whole lot. It's a good standard AR. 6th position, of course, and 16-inch barrel. I like the 16. It's pretty much my definitely one of my favorite barrels. The 16-inch barrels are. I didn't really want an M4 style profile barrel, and I kind of wanted one of the Windenley barrels. I heard about them. I wanted to try it out. I fired 5.56 through it. I fired 223. I fired the Winchester 5.56 white box 55 grain, and I've also fired the American Eagle AR-15 223 55 grain, and the American Eagle 223 223 55 grain. That's a tongue twister. But anyway, you got a bayonet lug. You got a swivel right here for your sling mount. Then also, you've got a couple of different places to put that. If you're just have a sling strap. Then also, what's cool about this stock is there's a position right here to be able to put a sling for a single point, or even if you wanted to, I bet you could actually clip something up right here and make something work for you. That's my whole philosophy. If it works, cool. If you can make it work, cool. Try and buy as less as you need. And that's kind of what I was doing here. I was trying to save myself money because I wanted a stock similar to this, something a little lighter. I know it's not much lighter, but, it looks cool. It feels good. It works great. It's got some cool features to it. I'm not saying I'm a big fan of MFT. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's a $600 rifle. That's what I picked it up for. You can get them for about $550 if you look around. But normally you're going to find them for about $600. But other than that, I mean, it is I wouldn't say a budget. I mean, $600 is a lot of money to a lot of people, including myself. The only thing that I guess defies it being a budget is the brand. I mean, a lot of people will go out and buy them a $900 Colt. This right here will outshoot it all day long. Not saying it will, but it'll do the same thing. It'll get the job done. It is what it's it is what it is, and it is what you use it for. And if it gets the job done, that's all that matters. And I think that it'll definitely let me have some fun, protect my family. An all-around good rifle. I mean, maybe even do some hunting with it. I mean, you can take. I've killed deer with ARs. I've done quite a bit of hog hunting with ARs. I like the round 5.56 and 223 are pretty good rounds. I like them. Everything on the gun feels solid. I mean, this plastic is it's not the same as a lot of the ARs. It doesn't feel as cheap. The gun don't scratch. The only scratch on the gun is where the dust cover is. And there is, through my eyes, I can see a scratch right here. I don't know if you can pick it up through the camera or not, but just from that knocking down. But other than that, I mean, the finish on it is great. I mean, but you're going to get an AR scratched up. I mean, I don't care what it is. It's going to get scratched up. I mean, you're going to use it for what you're going to use it for. I mean, if you're like me, I take them out hunting. I don't lay my rifles down, you know, but I do get down in the dirt. I like to put them on a tripod, you know, hunt some deer, hunt some coyote, hunt some pig. So, I mean, it's going to get dirty, but, I mean, so far, it's holding up good. I've put 90 rounds down it. I plan to go ahead and put a red dot on. And I'm going to go ahead and do away with this. I'm going to go ahead and put a quad rail on here, and also put a forward grip tripod, one of the military versions. And you got to be careful about that too. A lot of those are actually coming back made in China. They're crap, they're junk, they're stripping out the bolts when you tighten them down. I've had quite a few of my friends actually get screwed over, but I'm planning to get one of those. And then I'm going to do probably kind of the same setup on the wife's, but she's really wanting a scope, so I'm thinking about doing away with this on hers. I'm thinking about getting her a Core 15, but if I do go ahead and keep an A2 style front sight and a rear sight on hers, I'm going to go ahead and just put a 1-inch riser or whatever I need to do to bypass all that stuff. So, but she's pretty excited. She can't wait to get hers. This is mine. You can pick them up, like I said, for $600. I mean, and it's not a bad rifle. You know, I think that, you know, a lot of people don't give these rifles credit because, I mean, they get the job done. They do what they're supposed to do. They fire, you know, 5,000-6,000 rounds, no problem. You know, I mean, I can't really say much about this, but I can say about DPMS. I have fired thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds through my DPMS Oracle. And that was one of the best shooting ARs ever. You know, I never had a problem. The only problem with DPMS I had was, believe it or not, they're expensive. They're expensive model. The Prairie Panther. I was firing the Tula ammo, the steel case through it, and it kept getting jammed up in there. And I couldn't pull back on the charging handle at all. So what I'd have to do is bang my stock up against something, you know, hard enough to pop that forward assist, or not the forward assist, but pop the bolt back. And it just kept making me mad, and the round would fall apart in it, and I got rid of it pretty quick. I mean, it all that tool ammo, I mean, I didn't really fire a whole lot through it, but when I got it, you know, I don't know how much of Tula ammo got fired through from the previous owner. He told me none, but he told me it was pretty much a brand new gun also, but you know how that goes. But anyway, yeah, here it is, Eagle Arms. Pretty cool. So it is definitely a good bang for your buck. If you're like me, you get a little bit extra cash like I did just not too long ago, you know, pick one up. If you got a wife, pick up a couple of them, you know. Go have some fun, take them out to the range, you know, or build you one. But, I mean, you can get this for $600, or you can build you one for $600, you know, or $500, or however much you think you can build you one for. But I definitely think that this is a good bang for your buck, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So the finish is nice, it's decent. I've got another video of my wife taking me shooting